Hey guys, it's Denise with Tarot at 12. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a great start to the week. I'm so confused with the coronavirus and quarantine and working from home and all. I don't even know what day it is anymore, but I do know it's Monday. So hoping that you're all having a great start to the week. I am so glad I see so many people here already. Welcome to you all. I love it. I just love it. Yusra, Showcat, and Neri, hello. Pure P and Preeti Raj, how are you? Oh, Karika, I love that name. Jane J, good to see you. I want to welcome you all, and I want to give a big shout out to my moderator, the Night Reader Tarot. He works very hard in the chat. He reposts questions for me because it helps me kind of streamline things so that we can keep the show moving. That way I can eliminate having to sort through and search for things. When I do readings, I am very focused on the cards, so I only check the chat in between. So Night Reader really helps out with that. So keep that in mind. Questions are chosen randomly. These are free tarot readings. However, if you are, in the interest of time, you just don't want to wait in line, or you just want to guarantee a reading, you can feel free to drop a donation of any amount, and that will bump you up to priority status, and you'll get your reading right away. All right. Well, that being said, let's do some readings. Here, as I have spread out, one I don't even use that often. I don't even know if I've used it on this show. It's the Gaian Tarot. Again, another deck with gorgeous borders that I trimmed off. But anyway, it's really cool. It's a lot about nature, different cultures. It's a really neat one. And I gotta kind of do a reshuffling, no pun intended, reshuffling of my deck so that I can make sure and see which ones I need to use. All right, my friends, let us find out what is first. We're going to go ahead and get started. We are here for an hour. Let's see. I'm going to do as many free questions as I can, and just keep in mind it is random. I try really hard, but we only have an hour, and that's why I do have the donation option if you want to kind of bump yourself up. Okay, so let us get started. Pure P would like to know, will I meet my person this year? Okay, so let's find out. Will you meet your person this year? Let's use the Deviant Tarot. I love it, love it, love it, love it. We're going to use the Deviant Tarot. We're going to see what we can see. Pure P would like to know, will I meet my person this year? Okay, let us find out what is going on with that. I want to remind you guys, the Night Reader Tarot is on right before me. There's a half-hour break in between, but it's right before me, so if you're around, you should definitely check him out. He's got a very, very cool style, and he does great readings, and of course, he's our favorite moderator today, right, Night Reader? No, Zara and Night Reader are my moderators, and they are both phenomenal, and I really appreciate their help, so big shout out to you. Okay, so are you going to meet your person this year? Let me see what we've got here. I'm thinking you just might be. We've got 2 10s here, and then we've got 2 majors. So this is interesting. We've got 2 10s. We've got our 10 of Cups. Now, that's about attainment. 10s in general are about attainment, the end of a cycle, achievement, that kind of a thing. So in each suit, each of the suits means something different. So this one is Cups, which would be love and emotion. It's a 10. So again, attainment, completion. This is where you're wanting to go in the suit of love. So this particular deck has funky looking people that might not look like something you would enjoy, but this is a happy family. They are, look, he's got his little robot kid up there on his shoulder. this is about a happy family. This is about a happy life. So it doesn't have to be about, you know, the nuclear family per se. It just could be what is associated with a family: stability, comfort, happiness, those kinds of things. Now here next to it, we have our 10 of Pentacles, which is the same type of thing where it's the completion and all that. But this is Pentacles, which is the suit of resources. So money, work, home, having that all in order and all in place. Now look at this picture here. They've got a chessboard, so it's strategy, making sure things are staying, you know, at that high level that you've achieved. So these are looking mighty, mighty fine. You've got 2 10s. That's the end, which means it's coming to completion. That would be soon this year. Now, what have we got here? We've got our world. The world, that's everything. That's having it all. It's also about, interestingly, it's also about completing a cycle. You know, the world is one of the majors, so that is actually one of the more stronger personality kind of, what's the word? Goalposts in life, you know, type of thing, or benchmarks in life. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's one of the things that is true to your world. It's not just an event in the day. It is actually something that is stronger than that. That is a bigger deal than that. So we've got the world and the star. The world is again about that completion, just like these are. So that's also looking good. Now the star, what is that telling us? That is telling us, now these 3 are almost identical, right? And then we've got our star. Well, the star is the guiding light. This star guides people to you. So I'm going to say this is looking fantastic. It looks like a yes. It looks like people are drawn to you. And it looks like we are right on the cusp of something big, kind of the completion of something. Now, obviously, I'm not suggesting, yes, you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to have a family and a house and these animals and this fishtail. Of course not. But again, it symbolizes that. So things that are going to be happening to get you to that point, I think, are right here. And again, this is like the major theme is completion, having it all. So I would say that looks like a big YES. Yes. Looking good. You're pure. I almost called you Julie. Where did that come from? I don't even know anybody named Julie. That's weird. Thank you so much for the question. I hope that helps. Preeti Raj. What are Jajit's current feelings for me? Okay, Jajit. You better step it up, mister. I'm assuming mister. Might be Ms. Right. So what deck should we use? Let's go ahead and use today's journey. I want to know, Preeti wants to know, and me. What is Jajit feeling today? What is the energy looking like for Jajit and Preeti? Let us just see. All right. Now, Jajit better start coming around here, man. I'm getting concerned because I know you asked this quite a bit, so I can tell it's on your mind. And I hope that things start moving. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Interesting. Okay. So we've got the King of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, this is somebody who has kind of achieved everything, who is look at this guy. He's standing on the top of his mountain, kind of looking out over the town like, yup, look what I've done. I help all these people. So this is about, you know, really feeling, well, not feeling, being a stable, kind of a successful leader. You know, really kind of having it all in order. Here next to that, we have our Queen of Cups. This is you, honey. I think that is you. Queen of Cups. Now, again, don't let gender fool you. It can be either gender. They're interchangeable. Queens can be males and, you know, so forth. So don't let the gender fool you. But the Queen of Cups, this is somebody who, you know, really has a, not want to say has a hard time, that's not the right word, but somebody who's kind of dealing with an emotional up and down. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Queens are queens. They deal with the people. They are the ones who are very supportive and nurturing, but they also have to ride the wave of emotions quite a bit. So I'm thinking this might be you. I think, riding that wave of emotions. Not to say that you're having an emotional time, but this is clearly something that's on your mind that you've been waiting for, that you want to happen. So, I can see that here. Now, if the king here, if this person is Jajit, I'm still not sure. I want to see what these are doing. We've got materialism here. This is the devil. The devil is all about shedding things that don't serve you. It's like being bound to something, but you have the ability to free yourself from that thing. So it is not even a thing that, would truly be holding you there, but just temporarily. So let's see what Jajit's doing there. And then let's take a look here first at our Queen of Fire. That is our Queen of Wands. That we've got a lot of court cards here. We've got 3 court cards and a major. So that's interesting. But anyway, the Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's a real go-getter. We've got bookmarks. Let me move these up. We've got bookmarks. This is the King of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Wands, a go-getter, somebody who's stable and has it going on. I'm thinking that what is happening, I don't think that Jajit is kind of aware of some things. I think Jajit is sort of just living in Jajit's world and is just not noticing some things. I think that you've got some really admirable qualities. I do think this is partly you about the roller coaster of emotions, the tendency to feel that or be riding that wave. But I'm thinking that, Jajit is really kind of focusing on himself right now. This is what the materialism thing is. And here, the potential is there. I don't think that Jajit doubts that. I don't think Jajit is having feelings like, nope, Preeti's never going to be the one. I don't think that's the case. I just think he's not seeing it right now. We've got this materialism next to you, which I believe this is you, feeling that wave. And then, if this were, him looking off into the distance, like, yep, look at all my great stuff. And then here's you, look how awesome I am. But he's not seeing it. Notice he's got his back facing. He's not looking at this. So I'm thinking Jajit is just very distracted with his own stuff. And he's not seeing you one way or the other. He's not saying, no, I don't want her or him. He is not saying, no, I don't want you. I know I do want you. He's working on his own thing. That's what I'm really getting. All right. Good luck with that. I want Jajit to reach out and just put an end to the wondering. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. This is Karika. Oh, sorry. Are there any spirit angel messages for me? Ooh, I love messages. I love it, love it, love it. Let us find out with the Light Seers Tarot. Let us find out. Are there any spirit or angel messages for Karika? I am reading a really good book right now called Angel Messages. It is an older book. I'm sure it's still in print, but I have it from my mom's shop back in the 90s. She owned a metaphysical shop, and she's also a tarot reader. She's like the coolest mom ever. But anyway, she gave it to me, and I'm really enjoying it. So this question speaks to me. All right, spirit angels, what kind of messages for Karika? Hope I'm saying your name right, honey. This is so exciting. I love messages. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, so let's get a message. See what they're trying to tell you. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We've got some work action going on here. We've got 2 pentacles. So I think, let me see here. I think what your spirit guides, your angels, whichever you refer to, is telling you to continue to pay attention to things. I think there are some things that you are being asked to watch the details. This is all about paying attention to the details. 3 of Pentacles. But it's also about working with people. It's making sure to cross your T and dot your I's. I don't know if you've got any kind of paperwork or any kind of things like that coming up. If so, this is saying, be watchful, review, make sure you pay attention to what you're signing That's the real sense I'm getting. Pentacles is the suit of kind of like everyday life stuff. So, and it's the hard work and the details. So I'm really getting that strong here. Here we've got our 8. Our 8 of Pentacles is also about hard work and paying attention to the details. So we've got a double dose here of this. It's not the same card, but it's also, you know, it's very similar. This one's about showing off your work to others, you know, working, collaborating. This is really about paying attention to those details really strongly. So that's what I'm seeing. Be ready to work with others. Be aware of the details. Cross your I's, dot your T's if you've got any kind of paperwork stuff coming up. Another message coming in is you might have some opportunities for growth coming up. The 5 of Wands is all about kind of exercising and practicing. Sometimes it has to do with conflict and things like that. But as you can see in this card, I mean, this is no conflict. They're not fighting. They're working on trying to get up to this top part where, you know, they're like, here, if I move this piece, I move that piece, kind of like Jenga. But it's all about working it out. It's learning from the journey. So I think you might have some things that you might have to kind of work out. This is not like a, oh my goodness, frantic, oh my God, what's coming? This is going to be kind of a positive things that you can grow from. So expect some of that. And then here, lastly, we have our Hermit. The Hermit, this is representing, you know, a lot of times reflection, you know, taking your own path, that kind of thing. I always notice the lantern. The lantern also lights the way. It helps to show the way. So I think that you might be having, what I'm seeing is what you might be having to do is take some time to really think about it. I'm really getting something about signing things or I don't know, paying attention to the details about something. You need to be able to kind of sit back and, you know, so that way you can see what do I need to do, obviously. But you also need to be able to grow from it. You're not going to grow from this if you don't take a moment to reflect on the lessons, right? So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting real strong, though. There's something about signing something. So see if that is, you know, we'd have to do it like a private reading, you know, to get in a little deeper. But that is definitely the sense I'm getting. Definitely. Okay, well, good luck. That sounds pretty exciting. Let us see what is next. I want to say welcome to all of you. If I have not greeted you, please forgive me. I do see you and I do check over the chat after the show. I'm so focused on the cards, though, and that's why my moderators help me out so much by helping me streamline things. Yusra Showcat. I almost said Yursa. Yusra. I don't know what my deal is. Anyway, where am I heading in my healing journey? Love it. Okay, let's find out. Where are you heading on your healing journey? We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot. This one is one of Night Reader's faves. This is the Wizard's Tarot. Where is Yusra heading? Where are you, I mean, in your healing journey? Where are you right now? What is coming up? What are some things to pay attention to? Okay, and if you're new here, welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you're here. We are growing our family every day with new subscribers. So I'd like to invite you to go ahead and hit subscribe so that way you're always in the loop and we can stay connected. Becoming quite the little family here. I love it. Okay, so where are you in your healing journey? Wow, these are nice cards for a great healing journey. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got our Chariot. I think, now, I'm not sure what you're doing already, like what kind of practices you're using, where's your focus? I mean, are you into kind of like nutritional medicine? Are you into yoga? Are you into tarot cards? I mean, I'm not sure where that might be. You also might be asking in just a general sense of how am I personally healing? What I'm seeing is whatever it is you're meaning by that, the Chariot is telling me that things are really coming together and you're moving forward. Now, the Chariot oftentimes is a card of fast movement. Usually you see the their horses are running fast, or the clouds are blowing by, or hair's in the wind or something. But this one is kind of just keeping the two little dragons going the same, making sure they've, go in the same direction. So what this is saying to me is that whatever you are doing right now, you're on the right track. Now, again, it's about bringing together two energies and moving together at the same time. So I'm thinking you're having some success right now with what you're doing. Next to that, we have our Ace of Swords. And now this is a new opportunity. Aces are always new information, new opportunities of some sort. Now, Swords is the suit of thoughts, ideas, can also be about communication and truth. I want to see what's next to it to get a little firmer idea on where I think that's coming. But we've got our Nine of Wands next to that. This is telling me that there's a little bit of protectiveness that's in order. I'm not sure. Are you kind of speaking to people or hanging around with people who might kind of be poo-pooing some of the things you're doing, maybe criticizing you or giving you unwanted advice? I'm getting that real strong here. The Queen of Cups is usually somebody who has to deal with some emotions, having some hard time, sensitive, doesn't like criticism, that kind of a thing. And this is the defensiveness. So I'm going back to this, and I'm going to say I think this is some communication that you've been getting. I think somebody might be talking to you and might be saying some things that are making you feel like you have to kind of protect your journey, protect what you've learned, protect your feelings. So what this is telling me is you've got to move that over. There we go. You've got to keep being the Chariot. You've got to keep doing what you're doing because you are on the right track. You are holding together those opposite energies and moving forward. That's awesome. The slow and steady pace wins the race. Now here, these are the things that I think you might need to be thinking about. I think that there is some real reason here for you to feel guarded or trying to protect your growth. This is Wands. Wands is the suit of growth and effort. So you're protecting that. And again, I think because you're getting some communication, somebody's kind of poo-pooing your ideas or what you're doing. Maybe they're just kind of negative, toxic people anyway. Maybe they're people who kind of bring down your vibration, and that's not good to have around either. But the cards are very much wanting to say, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job, and the journey is progressing. And that's the thing about a journey. This is a journey that doesn't end. It's not like it starts here and ends here. And where are you? Is it almost over? No, it's endless. And where are you? It doesn't go left to right. It goes all over. You've got all kinds of cool stuff to learn and experience. And the cards are saying you are doing the right thing and you need to stay on that path. Woo, that is exciting. All righty. Thank you, Yusra. I hope that is making sense for you. Okay, let's get another question. All righty, here we go. Jane J would like to know, how does my crush coworker N feel and think about me? I miss him. Let's see what is going on. You know what? We're going to use the Gaian Tarot. This is a really nice deck. Let's use this. I don't know why, but I haven't. It's kind of been in the back row of my little setup here. So, all righty. How is coworker N feeling about Capricorn Jane? Let's find out. Let us find out. Let's see what we can see. Remember, guys, the tarot cards read the energy of the moment. They are a wonderful tool to kind of connect and get some of that insight. And that way we can either be prepared or we can change things. So, let's find out what's going on. The energy changes too. So, it's always kind of nice to kind of check back in with yourself or, with the cards or whatever tool you use to kind of ground yourself and get information. This is another deck, like I said, that had gorgeous borders, and I almost cried cutting them, but I cut them anyway. All righty. So what is the coworker N thinking about Jane? Well, we've got some positive stuff here. We've really got some positive stuff. We've got the Sun. The Sun is the ultimate happy card. I always laugh because the card typically has a naked baby on a horse. This has this woman who just looks so happy. I love this card. This sun card is gorgeous. Just look at how happy. So this is a happiness card. Next to it, we have, again, the world. Like I was just talking about, if you heard that last reading, or the one before maybe, about the world. It's about having it all. It's about attainment. In this deck has great artwork. She's literally holding the world, right? And she's gone through a bunch of things to get there. We've got a crazy snake. We've got a beautiful deer. You know, we've got some kind of something other in the background. You see, but she's there holding the world. So again, it's about having it all. It's about completion. It's about having all those things that you are wanting for yourself. Okay, so that's looking mighty good. So let's find out what's going on here. We have our 5 of fire. This was just what I was talking about. They're usually people like kind of practicing or fighting with wands and things. This is showing that this is about practice again. It's not the little people playing with their wands, but look at this guy. He's a fire breather. Imagine how much practice that takes. So this is about practice. This is about trying again. On the other side, we have our 4 of cups. Now, our 4 of cups is typically about being bored with what you've got, not seeing what you have in front of you. So, you know, this is cups too. It's the suit of love and emotions. So I'm thinking what's going on is I'm thinking that N is not necessarily saying no to you, but just not kind of noticing what's going on. I think that you're working hard to be noticed. I think that, you know, this is clearly what you're doing. You're like, hey, look at me, I'm shooting fire. But I think that your Aries is really focused on some other things right now, not noticing what's right in front of him. There is this great possibility here, though. Great possibility. So again, I'm thinking that he is just very absorbed in what he's got and not looking at what he doesn't have. I can see that you're working. And what this tells me, though, is to keep doing what you're doing. Put yourself out there. I mean, don't be a stalker. Don't be annoying. But, you know, keep, you know, I always call it raise the flag. Like, hey, here I am. See my flag? Here's my flag. Here's my flag. You know, you just raise the flag. So that's exactly what this is saying. But look at that. It's saying the potential is there. The potential is very much still there. All right. Well, I hope that helps, Jane. I hope that helps. Alrighty, let me check for donations. Okay, we're good. Let's keep on moving. Just a reminder, guys, if you do not want to wait in line or you just want to guarantee a reading, you can drop a donation of any amount into the box underneath my the description box, and we will bump you up to priority status, and you are guaranteed your reading. Okay, so let's see what's next. I see a couple other people. Tajazwani, hope I said that right. Ms. Wheats Tarot, hello, how are you? Lisa Z, or Lisa Z, I like that. Christine Preetha, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome, and thanks for coming. Okay, so let's get to another question. I am going to read this. Okay, Anna, is Mark's jealousy going to lead to him asking for a commitment? Oh, we got a jealous person here. All right, let's use Anna Kay. Anna Kay is calling my name for this one. All right, so Mark, is your jealousy going to spark the desire for the commitment? Be careful with that, Anna. Be careful with that. Because, you know, somebody who just wants you to keep you as their not their property is not maybe the right way, but just because they want to secure you as theirs, sometimes that's not going to go right. So let's see what we can get. And that was literally just from me, not from tarot or anything else. That was just Denise's advice. Be careful with jealousy. Jealousy is a tricky beast. Jealousy is a tricky beast. Okay. So let us find out. What is Mark doing? Is Mark feeling jealous? Is Mark going to make a commitment? Well, yep. I could say yep. Yep, and yep. Mark is going to be looking for a commitment. First, well, let me tell you, I see it in two parts. Here we go. We've got the King of Rods, which is wands. Look at him. He's moving fast. He's walking over. Look at, I'm going here. Where's he going? To the star. The star is the guiding light, the ray of hope. And it's going to lead him to who? To Anna, right? See? So that's coming right there. Now, is it the jealousy? I think it is. The King of Cups here is the King of Emotions. King of Cups, he's got all the emotions under control, which sounds kind of counterintuitive to being jealous. But it's also somebody who's very introverted, who really wants to try to pay attention and figure out how to best deal with other people's emotions. So if he's jealous about something, clearly that's because he thinks that you are going to like whoever it is that's making him jealous, or that you are more enticed by whatever it is that he's jealous of. Mark, and got the Hermit right next to it, which again makes that even stronger to me. The Hermit is also sitting there thinking, okay, what can I do to make this right? What can I do? Well, they're both figuring out what to do and how to keep other people's emotions smooth. And what do? They hurry up and run. They run over here to the star, which is you. So yeah. So I'm thinking the jealousy is making Mark coming to you. I think, though, that the cards did say that Mark can handle emotions. So remember my warning at the beginning is be real careful. Still be careful, but that made me feel a little better, because I feel like, okay, he's not just a emotional wreck or anything. It looks like he has command over his emotions. So that might be just a little bit of fire that Mark needed. So that's awesome. All right. Well, good luck with that. All righty. Let us see what is next. All right. Cheryl, how does Lester feel about me? Let's see. We want to know how Lester's feeling. We are going to use Tarot in Wonderland. Tarot in Wonderland. Another great deck. I think this was like my third deck ever. I worked on the Rider-Waite for a very long time before I branched out into other decks. And I actually learned and saw this deck for the first time, and I learned quite a bit from Tarot Oracle. If you guys are familiar with Tarot Oracle's channel, he does a live stream every night at 6:30 Central. He's a really great reader, and he's got a lot of great instructional videos. Anyway, that's where I saw this for the first time, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Okay. So how's Lester feeling about you? Well, I see lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of messages coming. Messages, messages, messages. Let's move him up. We've got a Page of Wands. We've got a Page of Cups. We've got a Page of Pentacles. What? We've got all of our pages here. Almost all of our pages here. So there are messages, 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 messages coming. So I think you're going to be hearing about from Lester. I absolutely think that's what's going to happen. I think Lester, the intention is really just to get in touch with you. I think Lester is feeling like this King of Pentacles right here, feeling very secure, very stable, successful. Things are working. Confidence is in there. I mean, think about it. You can't call somebody who you haven't spoken to before like that unless you feel confident. You can't approach people unless you feel confident. That kind of a thing. So I'm feeling that, Lester's got some confidence. He feels that this has a big potential, making some definite messages, communications coming to you. We've got Wands here. That's effort and growth. Our Page of Wands is typically about new ideas, being brave. It's also somebody who's kind of impatient, so they're here with this new message. This is somebody who, Page of Cups. Cups is a suit of love and emotions. This isn't a new message about love. This is about saying, hey, we can do something exciting here. This is a message about love. This one, Page of Pentacles. This is usually about, a message about, a message about financial opportunity, that kind of a thing. So we've got messages everywhere here. We've got, you know, messages of growth, messages of love. We've got messages of potential wealth. Is Lester somebody you work with, maybe? I don't know. There is some love going on, though. There is some positive feelings. And then these other things could be wrapped up into a love. Think about it. You need to be able to grow. You need to be able to be financially stable so that way you can obviously date or go on and have a future together, that kind of a thing. I'm thinking Lester's got some feelings, but there are 3 strong things in here just really telling me there's messages coming. Messages of all 3 kinds. If we would have had the 4th page, then you would have heard my head blow off my body, because wow. So you're going to be hearing something right now, Cheryl. That is super strong. Super strong. All righty. Well, good luck with that. I hope that goes well. Lester's going to be having lots to say, it sounds like. All righty. Our next question. This is for JK. JK would like a general reading. Let's do Classic Llewellyn. That sounds like a classic kind of question. Alrighty. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. General reading for JK. Hey guys, if you haven't already, I invite you to please click subscribe for me. I'd love to stay in touch. That way too, you'll get a notification when I do pop-up videos, and also you'll never miss out. We'll stay connected. We're developing a nice community here, and I'd love for you to stay a part of it. So go ahead and hit subscribe for me and enjoy the show. Welcome. Okay, general reading. Okay, generally it seems like, you know, you've been having a lot of things that you've been working on, things that have been feeling a little bit burdensome, it looks like. That's what that's looking like to me. Now, I'm not sure, you know, what you may or may not be working on. I'm not sure if you're interested in more of a general reading about love or work or home. So I'm just going to do this in general terms and in terms of what I see, because the reason I say that is we have the Lovers here, which is clearly a more of a relationship indication, but not always. Anyway, we've got our 10 of Wands, which is about burden. It's about having to carry a lot of things. That doesn't mean like burdensome where you're just down in the dirt, you know, with not able to get up. This is literally about making it despite anything else that's happening. I mean, look, yeah, that guy's carrying a bunch of things. It looks a little hard to carry, but he's walking. He's not hunched over. He's not even sweating, it doesn't look like. So, you know, it's a lot of things going on, it looks like. And if it hasn't started, then that's what looks like it's coming. The tarot here is suggesting that you need to be able to put things in balance. Temperance is all about balance. Look at the 2 cups and pouring the water back and forth, back and forth. It's the same amount. It's flying through the air even. Look at that. So this is about keeping things in balance. And it's also about remembering that there's always enough. Maybe this advice will help with some of this burden. Next, we have our Lovers. The Lovers, it's very traditionally a strong love, romantic type of card. If romance is not in the picture for you right now, that might be something that's coming toward you. You know, and if you're in a stable relationship and obviously already with your lover person, you know, you're not thinking about that, this is just a message to say how strong that connection is, and that you need to be able to remember that to keep fortifying that connection. So if you're with somebody, that's what that means. And if you're not, then it looks like you've got something strong coming. Next to that, we have our Page of Swords. Pages. This is the only page we didn't have in that last message. In that last reading, I mean. The pages are always, you know, new information, new messages, new ideas. This is Swords, which is about new ideas, communication, truth. This guy, I'm thinking that you're going to be hearing something right now that you weren't expecting. I think there's something coming out that you're going to discover. I think you're going to be discovering something. I do believe it will be kind of a verbal thing. Maybe you're talking to somebody. You might be reading something like online, social media, but I think you're going to be discovering something about somebody. This is going to be some new information coming in, And again, I think it's communication. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, that's kind of cool there, huh? Got some new stuff coming. Wow, if I would have seen that page of swords with those other pages, I wouldn't have really jumped up and flipped over my table, but I would have been that surprised. Okay, so let me see what's going on. I hear my phone. Alrighty, we have a donation. Let's see who this one is from. My phone is just buzzing. Okay, this one is from Alita. Let's see, do I have your name? I have made a very fancy way to try to, no, I don't. So let me just see if I can find your question, Alita. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. And this bumps you up to a priority status. So let me see here. All right, I'm not seeing you. Your screen name might be different than your PayPal name. I find that happens a lot, and mine is too, so totally get it. But if you could, Ellie, I knew this. I wrote it down yesterday, didn't I? And I didn't write it down. Apparently, my words were just empty promises. There we go. All righty. Hello, Allie. Thank you so much for your donation. Could you go ahead and drop your question there in the chat, and then we will get to your question. How do you like that? How I tripped over my own words. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing it. So if you could go ahead and get that into the chat there, Allie. I'm going to go ahead. I've got another donation, so I will do yours next. I'm waiting on Allie's question. And then we've got one from, let me see. Beautiful Jada. Hello. So glad you're here. Let me see where your question is, dear. We were looking for beautiful Jada and for Allie. Beautiful Jada and Allie. All right, let's see. Nope. Hey, Night Reader, can you help me out if I'm missing it? Perhaps I'm not seeing anything from either. Georgia Peach. Hello. I just love you, Georgia Peach. I just do. So good to see you, Georgia Peach. Maria Rivera, hello. Nice to see you. There we go. I'm hearing buzzing. I need some questions. All right, so I'm waiting for 2 questions from Allie and one from Beautiful Jada. Beautiful Jada posted. Where is it? There we go. You are the best. Thank you so much, Allie. I see that you made a donation. Please post your question there at the bottom. I'm not seeing it, honey. All right. Thank you guys so much for your donations, both of you. This bumps you to priority status, and let's take a look. Is January 21st interested in me? Love your code. Okay, so let's see. Is January 21st interested in Beautiful Jada? Let's find out using the Light Seers Tarot. Oh, Beautiful Jada is saying Allie posted as well. I didn't see it, honey. Where is it? Let me look. Here we go. I see it. Okay, I see it. Thank you so much. We will get that one just right after this one. Thank you guys for helping me out to keep the show moving along, too. I am sensitive to the time. I've been an audience member so many times, too. So I know sometimes it's hard when people are trying to do housekeeping stuff, and I want to let you know how much I appreciate that, though. Just the reposting and the moderator help, too, from Night Reader and Zara. Okay, January 21st. What are you thinking about my chit? Really? We're getting this one again. How weird. Okay. All right. Interested in you. Let me see. All right. We've got the 5 of Wands here, which is again about practice. Sometimes it can indicate chaos, but it's about working to move forward. Next to that, we have our Page of Pentacles. This is usually new information, new messages like we've been talking about. Boy, this must be page day for real, huh? Anyway, our Page of Pentacles, this is about manifestation. This is about new financial opportunity, upcoming challenges. It's about getting started on making things happen. We've got our Nine of Wands, which is about protecting what is yours. Look at this girl, though. She's very guarded about something. And then we've got our Six of Swords. This is about traveling to another shore, moving slowly typically, but usually it's very smooth. Now in this deck, you know, you see some waves and things, but she's still standing. So she's not falling. If it were choppy water, she would have wiped out in the water for sure. So this is about a journey moving forward. Let's put this together and see if January 21st is interested. I'm thinking that the new opportunity is there, but I'm seeing somebody being a little blocked off. Not running away, not looking, but just staying, taking their time. So I'm thinking January 21st is interested. Let's move those out. Look at these two. They're looking right at each other practically, right? The new opportunity for stability, for excitement. It's Pentacles, to manifest things. But let me kind of see what I think about it is kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. I mean, look at her. She's not like running away. She doesn't have pillars of, you know, with spears on them or anything. She's just saying, you stay there, I stay here. Let me just check it out. So I'm saying you have sparked an interest. Now, what are these doing? We've got our 5 again. That's some practice. And then this is about going slowly. This is telling me that, yes, January 21st is noticing you. But there's also some kind of guard here, guardedness. So this is telling me take it slow. This is not somebody you're going to want to bombard with, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? You want to get some lunch? Hey, how you doing? You know, that's not somebody you're going to want to do that with. Or, you know, sending texts every 5 minutes. This is somebody who's going to, you know, just holding back a little. But I do think it's coming. This is the slow progress. This is practicing, meaning let me talk to you. See? So, yeah, I think January 21st is interested. I think that's literally looking over here at you. Yup. Oh, sure. Definitely. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your donation, Jada. January 21st. That sounds really great. All righty. So let's see, back to Allie now. Allie, thank you for your donation as well. And you'd like to know if somebody is coming toward you in your love life. We're going to use the Arcanum. If I can pick it up. There we go. I got it. Arcanum Tarot. Is somebody coming toward Allie in her love life? Let us see. Let us see. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. You know, I just glanced over at the chat and I wanted to put this up here from Dustin. Thank you so much. What a wonderful message and so true. Night Reader Tarot, you are working so hard and you do such a great job. You guys, the chat goes very quickly. So when he reposts things, you know, it's so that I can still get a chance to see them and not miss them. So he is doing this for the, you know, so that the most people can get the most exposure, and he works hard. You know what you can do to thank him? Well, you could say thank you. That would be lovely. But you could also go to his channel and subscribe to his channel and watch his show. He's awesome. He's the Night Reader Tarot. And Dustin, thank you so much for that beautiful comment. That was lovely to acknowledge him. Okay, back to this. Back to this question. I have to focus for a second. Hold on. Okay, let us see if somebody's coming toward Allie in her love life. We want to know. We want to know. We want to know. All right. Well, right now, I'm not seeing anybody right at the moment. What I am seeing, though, is that you might not be looking in the right places. You may not be looking in the right places. I'm thinking that you would have a much better opportunity doing something different. Now, I don't know what you're doing, and I know with the coronavirus, it's kind of hard not to do just online stuff. I mean, I get it. I know that. I don't know what you might be doing, but this is really telling me you need to kind of shake it up. you need to kind of get out of your comfort zone and potentially, you know, and again, might be just a different online dating site. You might want to, you know, take a different look at some of the people you might have not noticed before. It's saying to get out of your comfort zone. It's really saying to just kind of look in another, use something else, another method. You need to kind of do something different. Here we have our Two of Swords. Our Two of Swords is usually about being caught between two ideas, two points of view, things like that. You know, I don't think this is related. I don't think it's about being caught between like two ways of meeting people. I don't think that's it at all. But I'm wondering if, you know, you've got somebody who is potentially not the person to be your partner in crime, so to speak. Like, who's your friend or whoever you go out with to find potential dates? I mean, do you have a best friend maybe that is giving you some advice that you're feeling isn't quite the right, making you confused even maybe? I feel like there's somebody here who's kind of talking to you. And, you know, that's fine. Our friends love us, our families love us, and they're trying to give us the best information that they can to help us. But sometimes that help is not helpful. And sometimes it just makes you confused. And that's what I meant by that. I'm wondering, and see what's right next to it. We've got our High Priestess. Now, our High Priestess, that's a lot about mystery. That's a lot about the unknown, the unseen. That's another reason why I'm thinking is somebody kind of talking in your ear about where to go, what to do, or potentially maybe even going through the people with you and being like, yeah, no, swipe right, swipe left. You know, I'm not sure. But it looks like somebody is kind of making you feel kind of stuck, you know, between two ideas. I feel like it's somebody talking in your ear. I do. But somebody coming in your life, you need to look somewhere else. We're going to go ahead and do an endgame card because this is all just action items for now. So I don't see anybody coming yet. These are like literally almost 2 action items, right? Let's find out. I'm going to pull the endgame card, which I have to reach. There we go. And I want to know one more time. Give me some more. Is somebody coming? We want some clues. Yep. Wow. Yep. That's a big YES for you. Got the Fool. That's a new adventure, new beginning. Something that you're just going to be ready to jump right into full force. I mean, you've got everything there. You've got your dog. You've got your flower. You've got your, well, you're missing a shoe and you have no pants on one leg, but you're ready to go. So this is kind of like a new thing, a new journey, a new person. Yeah. What the tarot cards are saying though is, you know, you gotta shake it up. You gotta look somewhere else. Get rid of, you know, those well-meaning people voices in your head. You know, they're well-meaning, but, and that's that you're going to be meeting somebody. Woo, that was a good one. All righty. Well, I hope that helped, and I'm excited for you. You know, it's so hard. Dating is like it's like a job. I mean, it's a lot of work. It really is. For everybody, guys, girls, all of us. It's not fun, but it is fun when you meet somebody who you like. Obviously, that's the goal. So I guess you got to take the good with the bad. All right, my dears, let me see what is next. We are getting close to the end of the hour. I am going to keep going, so no worries. But if you're wanting to guarantee that your question gets selected and read today, please feel free to drop a donation and of any amount, and that'll knock you up to priority status, and I will stick around for all donations. Okay, we've got a question from 3B. Can I know if Kay is going to reply to my message soon? Let's find out. We're going to use today's journey. We want to know if Kay is going to reply to your message soon. What is going on? I hate that when people don't reply. I really do. I hate that because then you know your mind gets hyper focused on it. The best thing you can do, which I struggle with myself, is to distract yourself. But let's see what we can get. What is going on with Kay? Is Kay going to reply to the message? We want to know. Messages. It's all pages. I'll die. No, it's not. All right. Something's clogged up. You're not going to get a response right now, sweetheart. I don't think so. We've got our 3 of air. That is like, look at her. She's like left at the dinner table. Nobody's there. Like, hey, where are you? We're supposed to have a date. And then next to it, we have our 10 of fire. This is wands. This is, look at it's being clogged up on the traffic. It's clogged up, but good news. What's next to that? Fortitude. This card here is about strength. It's about having the strength to weather the storm. In this particular deck, he's obviously going to break these boards. You have to have the strength and the mental acuity to muster that will to be able to break those boards. So that's asking you. The tarot's asking you to be strong and to keep, you know, whatever that is. I don't know why you might have been messaging or why he's not responding, or if it's just a silly like, hey, how you doing? First time you met text. This is saying be strong. Wait. Be patient. Right now it looks like it's a little bit of a backup on that highway. And then next to our patience, fortitude, strength card, we have our 9 of water, which is the 9 of cups. This is about success. Look at, this is some guy on his boat with his skipper hat on, just riding around. He's probably got money if he's got this boat, you know, so it's about, yeah, you could get a response and that will be where you want obviously to be. However, it doesn't look like it's going to be right now. It looks like this is something here in the middle. Let's do an end game. I like to see what's going on the bottom card sometimes when I can't see how they're connected. Mother of air. Okay. Did you send a message? Was it a kind of a this is how it is kind of message, or was it snotty, or, you know, let me tell you, you know, this is what I think of you and I wish you'd not be so mean to me? Or it seems like a sharp-tongued message, like a tell it like it is. I'm not holding anything back. I think that's maybe what happened. Now, if that's not what the message was that you sent, then this is suggesting you need to. You see that? It's taking a while because he's trying to digest the tell it like it is part, or you haven't done this yet and you need to tell it like it is. You see? Okay. Well, my phone is beeping and buzzing. Let's find out what's going on. We have a donation. We have a donation from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. Let's get your question. I need to find your username. Let me go down and start at the very bottom and work my way up. Karen, there you are. Thank you, Night Reader, for helping me see that. Thank you so much, Karen. Let's get to your question. What is Gonzalo thinking and feeling about me right now? Ooh, okay. What are you thinking and feeling about you right now? Let's use Tarot of the Haunted House. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got excited there about that one. All right, so Tarot of the Haunted House is going to help us to see what is Gonzalo thinking and feeling about Karen. How is Gonzalo thinking and feeling about Karen? Okay, let's just see what we've got. This is a cool deck too. All the decks, I love them all. I'd be like one of those crazy ladies with, you know, no food and no shoes on, but I've got about 6,000 tarot decks, right? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not like that. I couldn't even be like that if I wanted to. Alrighty, thinking and feeling about you. We have got some awesomeness. This looks really, really good. We've got our 9 of Pentacles. That's about having it all. That's about success. That's about being proud of what you've accomplished and what you have. So this is really good. I mean, look at that. Could be you standing there like, look at me. I have this bird and all these cool things. And that's telling me that that's how Gonzalo is seeing you. Here with this one here is the High Priestess. And this is about, a lot of times it could be about mystery and things like that. But what it's also about is that things move at their own pace and they always move. It's like that. The only thing that you can be sure of is that things will change, that kind of saying. It's the same thing here. The moon always comes around, you know, it's always, you know, full moon and new moon and everything in between. And you can't stop it. You can't change it. No matter what's happening in the world or in our minds, that moon is still going to happen, right? So it's about saying that things come around full circle. What's next to that? We have our 10 of Cups. Happy, happy, happy end of the tens, or the cups, I mean, with the 10. The 10 is the achievement of reaching that emotional stability, reaching that love, that true happiness. So that is fabulous. So what is all this saying? This is saying, obviously, let's recap. This is about this is wonderful. I can't wait. I would be so happy to have everything that is there. This is about things go and they go around. It comes to first full circle. So it is moving. Where is it moving? It's moving to our happy, what the desire is, this happy connection, this happy foundation. And is it coming? Yes, it is. Because why? It's being drawn to you by the star. Do you see that? The star is just really pulling him toward you. You see that? So I'm thinking, yeah, this one was really clear. That I think there are very positive feelings. The only thing that I might want to mention is it might be a little, I don't know about slower is not the way to say it, but it's not going to be overnight. I think this might be you might be prepared to be patient. I don't think that would mean dragging on forever, of course, but I mean, just be patient and remember, just like the tide comes in, the tide goes out, and it's going to come in again and it's going to go out again. Nothing you can do about it, and it will just happen. Just like every time when you go to bed, you're not sitting there wondering, oh my goodness, will it be daytime tomorrow? No, because you know it will be daytime, right? Same thing. Feel that confidence. Things go around. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Well, thank you for your donation. I hope that helped. Let me see here. I've got another donation. How wonderful. Let me just get back here, and I'm going to see who it is. All righty. This one is my beautiful Jada. I knew it. Beautiful Jada. Thank you so much. I'm trying to learn names, and that sounds so silly, but when I'm doing the readings and I'm looking at the cards, I'm very focused. So like, I seriously think the other parts of my brain shut off. So my memory banks aren't working. Okay, beautiful Jada, let's find your question there. Here we go. Any messages for beautiful Jada? Let's see. I'm going to use the Gaian Tarot. Gaian Tarot. What kind of messages for Jada? Whoops, besides dropping a card. What are the messages for Jada? Here we go. I love messages. Getting like the message readings. I love it. I love them all, but I get real excited about those. I don't know. We got this one again. That is so weird today, huh? And I shuffle. You guys see me, and I take it out randomly. I don't flip from the top. I mean, it's wow. Alrighty. Wow. You got a lot of fire going on here. A lot of heat I'm seeing. Wow. Okay. So messages for you. All right. I think that you're going to be seeing some changes coming up. We've got lightning, which is the Tower. I do see that, there's going to be something. There's something coming up that's going to be a change for you. Now, all the cards usually on the Tower, I mean, they look pretty ominous. I mean, look, people are flying, there's fire and all this. It doesn't have to, it's not a bad change. It doesn't mean that everything's changing horribly. It means a major change, meaning something that really shakes things up. Because clearly, if you got struck by lightning and a tree on fire, you'd be shaken up. So this is about something that's really going to be shooken up. Shooken? Is that a word? So I do see that here. Now, our 5 of Fire, this is, again, about continuing to just always be perfecting yourself. Always be, working toward learning more, doing more, practicing more. I mean, and that can apply in so many different ways. I mean, if you like to cook, this would be always in trying to improve your cooking. If you want to become a lawyer, you're wanting to go to law school. If you're trying to be a spiritual person, do you see what I'm saying? It's anything that you're working on. I mean, if you want to be the best, popcorn eater in the world, well, then become the best popcorn eater. So this could be a simple thing. It could be a major thing. Either way, it's the same message. Keep practicing, keep working. Now we've got our 10 of water here, which is our 10 of cups. This is the typically representing, the completion of the suit of cups, meaning attainment of all of that emotion. It's also about shedding what doesn't serve you. Look at this card. We've got our goldfish swimming in the water. And look at this. All these dead fish bones, people, are back here in the water. It's receded and it's leaving what it doesn't serve it anymore. Do you see that? So the message here is, leave what doesn't serve you. Don't be bogged down. This is the suit of emotions. So don't let things that don't serve you anymore make you upset. I mean, you can't be upset about things that don't serve you. They're done. They're in the past. That doesn't serve you anymore. So let it go, So that's what that's saying. Maybe the letting go of something is what's going to help with this change. Maybe that's what precipitates the change. This practice is kind of leaning into it. All three of these are sort of leaning into the same thing. And what are they leaning into? They are leading into the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, which is our elder in this deck, and notice the elder, it's a woman. See, so gender doesn't matter. It's just that typical archetypal, king, queen, page, knight, that kind of thing. Doesn't matter though. Gender is totally not gender specific. So anyway, the elder, that's the King of Wands. Now again, this is somebody who's going to go, jump in, just really not be afraid, no fear, wants to do it well and is going to do it right. I mean, this is somebody who really is like the person on fire, like the firecracker, like, we're going to get it done. I have achieved it. No, I'm saying it's the firecracker in person, and she's not looking too firecrackery, is she? However, look at the metaphor. She has achieved things in her life. She is older, so clearly she's done a lot of living, and she's got all of these things behind her that in different areas of life she has achieved her things. She's got different things. Some are spiritual, some are flowers, some are, her children, so it's about accomplishment. So there are some great things destined for you. I really do believe. Strong messages. Keep working on what you're doing. Shed things that don't serve you. Be open to making changes. And this is where you're going. That's where you're going, beautiful Jada. Alrighty, I hope that helped. That's pretty exciting, huh? I like it. There was a lot of fire in there. A lot of fire. Okay, I'm hearing this. Okay, so let me see what we've got. Got another donation. Alrighty, let me just check here. I'm going to find out who this is. Give me 1 second, please. I'm so thirsty. I need to keep water by me. I don't. Okay, so it looks like SBMC 1989. Thank you so much for your donation. Let us get your question out here. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Did I do the right thing breaking up with Gemini? Jay the Gemini. Did I do the right thing? Let's use the Wizard's Tarot and let's see what the tarot can tell us. All right. Did SBMC break up with Jay? Okay. Let's just see. Let's just see. Did SBMC do the right thing to break up with Jay? Yes, I think you did. Yes, I think you did. We've got the Queen of Wands here. This is the Queen of growth and effort. I'm not sure, you know, what your situation might have been. I don't know if maybe Jay was holding you back potentially, potentially holding you back from doing other things. That's what this is really telling me. The reason I say that here next to it is our helping card. This would be somebody helping to achieve other things. But I'm not getting that sense at all. I'm actually kind of getting the opposite a sense. I'm feeling like perhaps maybe that you weren't getting some things, you know. I think that you weren't getting that help. I'm wondering if it was an unequal kind of partnership that way. Let's reserve that for a minute. Let's look at the rest and see what we've got. All right, we've got our Knight of Pentacles and our Page. This is a lot of court cards too. Look at this. We've got 3 court cards. We've got a Queen, a Knight, and a Page. We're just missing a King. Got our 6 of Cups there. But let's look here. The Knight of Pentacles. Our Knight of Pentacles is about, it's about change. It's about action. It's about hard work. It's about somebody who, you know, likes to plan before taking action, likes to know what they're doing, as opposed to just rushing in with excitement and energy, which is good in some cases too. But, you know, you got to have a plan. Next to that, we have our Page of Cups. This is talking about going on out and to get a new love, a new information about a love, really getting things going. It's an opportunity to fall in love. It's an opportunity for creative, intuitive changes in your life. But since this is a relationship type of question, it might be looking to see what else is out there. Do you see where our Page is? Our Page is here, and what's here? Nothing, right? Our Page is looking, but there's nothing there. Ignore the glare, sorry. So let's rewind now and go back and see if I still think the same thing now that we've been looking at some of these other cards. Now I feel like, you know, you have been trying to help Jay. I think that this has been, you've been giving quite a bit. But I'm not seeing like a disaster type of breakup. I'm not seeing something like that. But I am seeing that, you know, this might have been the right thing. I feel really strongly that you weren't getting what you were putting out there. You weren't getting that equal balance of what you're putting out. And I think, you know, breaking up potentially might have been the right plan. Have you been thinking about this for a while? This is something that would make me say that you might have been thinking about it for a while. So it is saying that it's very vanilla, meaning I'm not seeing some shocking things. I'm not seeing like tons of swords and stuff flying around. You know, it seems almost like it's just kind of a natural evolvement. And I'm getting that real strong feeling that things weren't quite fair, that one of you was doing more for the other or not reciprocating. But I do see something potentially coming as a result. I think that this is where you want to be, you know, and you can come out here. Now, think about this. Even if Jay is not right for you now, a lot of times getting back together with people is like almost like a death sentence, right? Because you're like, okay, we had problems before. How are we going to not have problems again? I can tell you, I speak from experience. I was married twice to the same man. However, there is something to be said about just not being in the right stage of life at the right time. You know, you might be here and Jay might be over here right now. But as time goes on and you guys swirl around doing your stuff, you might, oh, we're back. You see? So there's still hope for that, and you just might not be at the right phases of your life right now. But it is looking like you potentially did the right thing, but it's looking like a very calm thing. Doesn't look fiery at all. So I would get the impression I'm getting is that it wasn't like a huge blow up. I feel like it was kind of just very calm. All right. Well, good luck with that. I know how emotionally, you know, that can be. It's a lot. And it's hard to see things when we're in them, you know, when the emotions are in there kind of clogging it up for us. I definitely know how you feel. All righty. We've got another donation for beautiful Jada. So beautiful, Jada. Thank you again, SBMC. Good luck with that. I hope all goes well, and I really appreciate the chance to be able to read for you. Let's see. Where am I? There we go. Beautiful, Jada. Is the change that's coming going to be from my current job? Okay, wait a minute. I'm reading mine wrong. It looks like I'm sorry. You did make a donation, Jada, but I'm skipping one accidentally because I think you had two come in. Sorry, it kind of bumped my phone. Let me see here. What is this one? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Alina. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me just give me a second here. It's making me irritated. All right, Jada, I got you. Jada has two more. I'm not seeing Alina. All right, Alina, I'm hearing that you've left a donation. Thank you. Night Reader, if you wouldn't mind helping me just in the interest of time, if you could, I see you here, Alina. I'm not trying to skip you. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm just missing it. And let's see, Alina, where is your question, my dear? Post it at the bottom, perhaps. You're welcome. And here we go. Found it. Night Reader, save the day. Thank you. Alina, I'm so sorry. I was getting a lot of notifications there. I didn't mean to breeze over. I would have definitely caught it, but that wouldn't have helped in the moment, right? Let us do your reading, dear. Thank you for your donation. And Alina would like to know, does B want us to be together again? Ooh, we're going to use Anna K. Does B want to be back together with Alina? Let's find out. What are you doing, B? Wanting to get back together? And what is the deal? Okay. So, does B want you to be back together again? I'm thinking that there is some potential for a reconciliation, but I don't see it happening right anytime soon. I don't think it's not going to happen, but I just don't think that B is ready for it. I mean, it's either B or you, but I'm assuming it's B. I'll explain why I say this. King of Swords here on our left. This king is obviously on a chessboard working, strategizing. Oftentimes you'll see the King of Swords as a military person. So it's somebody who's really going to plow forward, able to strategize, make moves, help, orchestrate things. I think that is definitely saying that this is what you potentially want to do. You're wanting to get back together. You're trying to see how to fix it. Now let me see. The working here. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking here that this is the strategizing phase. This is how can we fix it? How can we fix it? The Three of Pentacles is about fixing things. Look at this guy. He's up there fixing those stained glass little windows there. So we've got some real thought about making some plans. This is where I thought that it's not ready yet. Look at what we've got. We've got our brand new opportunity, a brand new opportunity for truth, for communication, a new thought, new idea. This is brand new opportunity. It's a new chapter. So I think here the foundation is believed to be there and the work is there. This is telling me that, yes, let's talk, let's work it out. This is what's telling me somebody's not ready. You see, literally this card, this guy's walking away from her, So let's hold them both up. Walking away, and she's putting her hand up too. So it's almost like you guys aren't on the exact same page. You both want to be the winner maybe, or you both want the other to see their perspective. And so it'll be like, okay, you need to listen to me. You're not seeing it right. Well, you're not listening to me. You're not seeing it right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you guys are not on the same page about something. But I do see that is what is in the works. I see the strategy here. I see the hard work here. And if you notice, it's a stained glass. So it's something that this person is proud of doing. So yeah, I am seeing it. But again, there's something here that you need to get on the same page about. Because again, she's not running away. She's just saying, stop. He's not running away. He's just like, nope, I'm not looking at you, what you're saying. See, so it's just about, I think it's a communication issue being swords. So you probably just you got to be speaking each other's language. You got to get a chance to speak it, talk it through. Yeah, exactly what that is. All righty. Ooh, that's a good one too. Sounds like there's some definite things you need to kind of think about. Now, I'm not sure if you want to be together or not with B, and if you are, then that sounded really positive, like it will. Now, if you're trying to make this be the end, I don't think it's over. So, alrighty. Well, thank you for your donation. Sorry for the confusion there too. Thanks so much for letting me read for you. Okay, so let us see. We've got another one for Jada again. Where we were, I will back up to you and let us find out where that is, honey. I'm in a honey mood today. I think I've said honey like 20 times. Some days I'm just in a honey sweet mood. Okay. So let me see. Here we go. Alrighty. Jada asks, is the change that's coming going to be from my current job? Let's find out. We're going to use, no, we're not going to use that. Where did it go? Druidcraft. Here it is. Druidcraft. Is the change that's coming going to be from your current job? That's the tower. That was the tower. Something coming in work. Something coming in work. Let's find out. Okay. Let's see. What is coming? What? Wow. Okay, so the big change. It's something that's going to be leaving you feeling like you're a little upset about it. You're a little upset about it. But I think what's going on is somebody's going to be talking to you. Someone's going to be telling you something you do not want to hear. Something you do not want to hear. Queen of Swords is somebody who tells it like it is. Somebody who is very strict. Someone who's a micromanager. Someone who tells it like it is. Now, you mentioned work, and I did say micromanager, so that might be something at work. If you've got somebody who's sort of like an overbearing, excuse me, an overbearing manager, overbearing boss, somebody who's just, coming down on you, that's a change. It's going to be leaving you feeling a little bit sad, a little bit, Three of Swords, it's traditionally known as the heartbreak card. It doesn't necessarily mean breaking up, heartbreak. It doesn't even necessarily mean that the heartbreak is bad. Sometimes the things that are bad are actually good for us, So it looks like it might be one of those type of things. It might be something like something's going to happen, which is somebody involving somebody telling you like it is, somebody talking to you about something. And that's going to make you change something, which is going to make you feel a little bit like, you might doubt yourself. You might second guess yourself. Like, where does this mean? Where should I go with this? Feels a little empty maybe. But remember, everything happens for a reason, and it does take us to that next step, which is exactly what your other reading was saying. So that, to me, looks like this is going to be somebody talking to you. Now, what have we got here with our Seven of Cups? Why is that here? This is about deception. Sometimes it's about a smoke screen, something you're not seeing. It's about illusion. This guy's looking in here. He's looking at all these cups he has in there, and he's got this one, and he's fantasizing there's more in there. Sometimes it's about a smoke screen. So is somebody trying to fool you? Is somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes? Is something happening at work that maybe you're not seeing that you were supposed to see? And now the boss is going to be like, meh, and then this is going to be, oh no. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not seeing pentacles, so it's not definitely like a work thing, but Somebody's going to be talking. Someone's going to be saying something that makes you kind of say, okay, yeah, that's what's happening. This is telling me there's a smoke screen. There is a smoke screen that you need to see through the illusion. Wipe away the smoke and see what's there. Ooh, okay. That was interesting, huh? I can't believe we got the tower again. That was amazing. That was amazing. I couldn't even have done that if I wanted to. Okay. So we do have another one. We've got another donation. So let me back up here. I think I have, there we go. I'm getting it under control here. I'm tech challenged. Tech challenged. Okay, so let's see. We have one from SBMC. Let us see what's going on here. Okay, so we've got a part 2 of the question from SB. Let us scroll and scroll. Okay, so we're looking at a career question here. Let me just find it. I'm so sorry, but bear with me here. There we go. Thank you, Night Reader, for streamlining it. I am seeing yours, SBMC. I could see them, but I was just trying to make sure, since there were a few, I didn't want to miss it. Okay. How will I be financially now that I broke up with Jay? Will I get opportunities? I have not been working for the past 5 years, been looking after the kids at home. Wow, we are very alike on that. My first husband, who's the father of my children, he's the one I married twice, as I explained. He and I were married, and I stayed home with the kids for 5 years. 5 years was when we broke up. My ex and I decided to split, and I had not worked for 5 years. I went back to work. He and I did get back together a year later and got remarried for 2 years, and then ended up divorced for good. He's happily married now, and I couldn't be happier for him and his wife, and I am happily married now too. This kind of goes back to that soulmate thing I talked about a few minutes ago, about you have different soulmates at different stages in your life. People are right for you at different stages of your growth. My ex-husband was perfect for me when I was, 20 and till 36. And then, as a heading into middle age, I was a different person. And I met my current husband when I was 48. So so it's just different how in the world changes. But let's see, let's get back to the career here. Not working in 5 years can mean you're getting back out there in a market where you don't know quite what's out there. Not sure what your background is, what kind of training or experience you might have. I can share a few things. Once I see this, I'll see if maybe some of my advice will pull right in. Okay, it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be a struggle, but it's not going to be unmanageable struggle. We've got a 10 of Wands here. That's a lot. Look at this little beaver dude. He's carrying all this stuff. He's got wands. He's got fruit. He's pushing the wheelbarrow. But he's walking. He's doing it. He's not crying. He doesn't have a face like, he's doing it. Carrying the load and making that happen, right? Okay, so then we have our 6 of Pentacles. I think you're also going to be getting a little help from somebody. I think somebody is going to be helping you. Now, whether this is a financial bump or maybe it's just maybe it's childcare opportunity, a friend or somebody. But I definitely see you're going to be getting some help. So it is going to be a work, but it's not terrible, awful things. This is just work, like normal work, but a lot. Someone's going to be helping you out. What do we have next? We have our King of Wands. This is about the just getting in there and getting things taken care of. I think you absolutely are going to make things happen. This is telling me that you have the drive, you have the will, you have the intelligence, you have the common sense. This is you. This is going to be successful. You are the King of Wands there. It's going to be a little hard work. Be prepared for that. But if you're prepared, that's not going to knock you on your feet. Somebody might be helping you. You are the King of Wands. And then what's next to that? We have the Page of Swords. I think there's going to be some job opportunities coming in. I think that you're going to be hearing from people. I don't think it's going to be a problem for you, to find new jobs. I think you're going to be getting responses from people. Now, of course, with coronavirus, everything, there's a lot of online stuff going on right now, like virtual and online interviews and stuff like that. But, you know, but you're going to be getting some kind of communication. I'd see, look at swords is communication. And look at, he's even got a little proclamation there, and he's got his little trumpet. There's news. This is going to be the jobs coming in. This is you. You're the King of Wands. You got some work. Somebody's going to be helping you, though. And you just remember that this is who you are. I don't know if you can balance a lizard on your nose, but but that's who you are. Oh, well, that's really something positive, SBMC. I'm very, very positive for you, or optimistic for you, I should say. Thank you so much for your donation, and thanks for letting me read for you. All righty, now let's see. I heard my phone buzzing and beeping. We've got a donation from beautiful Jada. Beautiful Jada, Smoke and Mirrors. There we go. Is that the question? Because I just saw it and it. Okay, so we've got Smoke and Mirrors, and that was, is that at work or for somebody you're trying to hook up with? Let's see. I don't know if hook up with is the right way to say it. I didn't mean it badly. That's how it sounded. I'm sorry. All right. So let's see. Well, we're seeing some smoke and mirrors. It's going to cause a big change. Somebody's going to be talking to you, like the Queen of Swords is going to be talking, and that's going to make the change. You're going to find out, this is probably about some smoke and mirrors, sounds like. Let's find out. Smoke and mirrors with the Deviant Moon. What better deck could we use for smoke and mirrors? Okay. Smoke and mirrors. Is this from somebody at work or somebody in love? Excuse me. Okay. Well, interesting. Okay. We've got our strength card here. Strength is obviously, as the name implies, about being strong. But in this particular deck, it's also about being strong and knowing when to let something go. Knowing when to move on to the next chapter. And look at this. This bird is bringing in some kind of message. So being strong. Remember what I told you about that person going to be talking in your ear? The smoke and mirrors. In the last reading, remember, it was the smoke and mirrors, and then it was the Queen of Swords, and then it was the Tower. Well, maybe this is what the Queen of Swords was telling you. This is the message that you're going to get, and it's just going to make you say, enough, enough. Now let's see what else we can get. We're going to see if it's love or work. We've got our Chariot here. This is about moving forward. This guy is not going fast. This is somebody who's, he's got little steam popping out of his little pointy-looking chimney things there, or whatever's. But, he's on this little wheel. He's moving. He looks kind of like a big guy in there, too. So he's going slow. Where is he moving? This is the change. This is the big tower change. This is the tower. You're going to be knocking whatever it is down. You're saying, I'm done. I've had enough. This is my tower moment because of what was told to you by the Queen of Wands. That's going to take things moving in a new direction. Where is it going? It's going into the Ace of Wands. This is all about a new opportunity for growth, a new way to grow something new. In this case, this ace is growing a little pea pod baby. But see, it's about growing something. Next to that, we have our Seven of Wands. Now, our Seven of Wands is, again, about being protective. So we've got a lot of wands. So we've got a lot of wands here. This has to do something with effort and growth. I'm going to say this might be something to do with your relationships because I'm not seeing any pentacles. Let's do an endgame card, though, because I'm not convinced of that. If it were work, it would typically be a pentacles, But let's find out. We're going to do the bottom of the deck for the endgame. Ace of Cups. It's a love person. It's love. It's some kind of love interest. Someone's not being honest. And you're the one who needs to have that talk with yourself, that Queen of Swords, that sharp talk. And that's what's going to change stuff up. I almost said something else, but it's love. I mean, look at that. It's the Ace of Cups. Brand new opportunity for love. Yeah. Well, and the question I posed was, is it work or is it love? And then I got a love card. So that is definitely an opportunity there to learn something, to see something. That smoke screen was there with the cups as well. So, you know, keep your eyes open. You know, don't walk around paranoid and, you know, with, you know, squinty eyed at everybody like, who are you? Are you lying? Who are you? I mean, don't ruin your day, but I mean, just keep an eye. Something's not right there. Something is just not right. Well, thank you so much for your donation. Now let us see what we have next. We have a couple donations that came in. We've got another one. There is, whoops, I pressed something. Darn it. All right, we've got another one from beautiful Jada. And then we've got another one from SBMC. So let me just do those in order. We've got beautiful Jada. Oh, okay. I did the first. There we go. I'm sorry. I see yours here now. If I get the internship work from CHKD, which I saw, will I get nice pay? Not that I'm in for the money. I saw that yesterday that you're going to get. That was something very strong. That was a really good one, huh? All right. So let us just use today's journey. What are we looking at for pay? Because I already answered the smoke and mirrors one just to update everybody. We've made 2 different donations, and the second one is the internship from CHKD. Will I get nice pay? All right, what is the pay looking like on this internship? Wasn't it Miss Emily, I think was the name? Maybe that's not the right name. It was something like that, right? We want to know, what kind of pay are we looking at? All right. Oops. All right. So here, this card here is awareness, which is the judgment card in the traditional deck. And that is about being resurrected. That's like kind of just being lifted up, feeling good. Now, are you know, this obviously you've mentioned that you're not in it for the money. So what this is saying to me is that this is going to have the opportunity to be a position where you are getting so much more than just money. This is about lifting you up. Obviously, money lifts us up, right? But this is about being aware, and this is about being resurrected in that sense. So I'm feeling like you're going to have other responsibilities. This is going to be a job or an internship that is going to potentially feed your soul in other ways, you know. I'm not sure if you told me, I don't remember if you did, what it was in, what field, but, you know, helping others, working on creative projects, all these things, you know, are things that you can find some true internal happiness from. So I'm not saying that is money, but let's see what else is here. We've got our Child of Water, which is our Page of Cups. This is somebody who's usually the Don Juan sweeping in, Mr. Romantic, flower in the teeth. Well, obviously, you're not going to date or marry your internship, so that doesn't make sense. But what it also is, though, it's emotions. It doesn't have to be about love. So this is about emotions. This is about feeling real good. This ties in right with what I was saying about feeling good, what you're doing. Your job is going to make you feel, you're going to feel very rewarded doing what you're doing. That is super clear right there. Ooh, here we've got karma. This is about justice. This is a decision card. But you know what? In this deck, it's also about what comes around goes around. Look we've got the yin yang, literally. We've got 2 people dancing. We've got the dark and the light. We've got the male. We've got the female. So things coming together. So you know what this tells me? It tells me that it's all going to jive. It's all going to mesh. You've got this going on right here, which means it's going to be very fulfilling for you. The jiving, like I was talking about, that means it's fulfilling and the money's there and it jives. See? So I'm seeing that as a yes. I think the money's going to be there, but I think this is going to be the real pay that you're going to be getting. Is the real payment is going to be that joy from doing what you do. What have we got here? We've got our 8 of water. This is about things taking a while, kind of moving on. So what this tells me is the pay will be okay, but it might not be what you want. It might not be what you want. It might be a slow crawl up the ladder or things like that. but it does look like it moves that way. So it might be a promote from within type of establishment. So yeah, so I'm seeing that it'll be decent enough that you will be happy with it. But I don't think that's the real true payment you're getting out of it. The big payment you're getting is this joy here that you're getting from helping or from creating or something like that. I don't know exactly what the business is, but yeah. Oh boy, that looks good, Jay. I wish I had that internship. Wow. I do. That's awesome. Remember I was telling you yesterday, my internship in college, did it senior year college and decided I didn't want to do what I was studying to do. So that was worth it, huh? Okay, so we've got one more from where'd it go? SBMC. Okay, let me see. Thank you guys so much for your donations. I am thrilled, and I love to read for you all. Let's see here. I'm scared to fall in love again. I know it's too early to fall in love with my situation, but will my next relationship work out this time? Totally get it. I totally do. Let us see. We are going to use, we're going to use classic Llewellyn, because this seems like a classic question. It's too early now is probably the best advice for you. I know, and you're not ready for it at all. I've been exactly in your position. I was, what was I? I was 32. I had a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old and had not worked for 5 years and had to get out there and do it all over again. So I've been where you are. So I know exactly what you're feeling in that sense. Oh, geez. Sorry, now I got to shuffle. All right, that's better. Sorry, I had to focus. Okay, so what about the next relationship? Take your time, though, SBMC, really. I learned that the hard way. If you rush into things or you just feel like time is the healer of all. And if you're not careful, you'll make another mistake, and that's what I did. So we won't get into all that today. I'm sure that trickles out over other shows, but I'm trying to stay focused. So I got to not think about my stories. Okay. Things are going to go differently for you. Yes. I think that you will be able to have that new relationship that is secure and strong. So yes, I definitely don't think you need to be afraid. I do see that it's going to work out, and I see that definitively, and I'm going to tell you why. We've got bookends. Let's move that up. We've got the bookends. This is literally having something happen from a completely different viewpoint. A brand new relationship that works, right? A new relationship that works, seeing it differently, something different coming. That's a different relationship. The reason I say it's going to work, we've got the Hierophant right there. The Hierophant is all about managing the flock, keeping everyone happy and together, making sure to stick with tradition. This is who people go to in their hour of need. This is who people go to when they're scared. This is when people go to when they're poor, when they're everything. This means it's keeping it all together. So absolutely, you do not need to be afraid. I think that this is something that is going to come for you. I see here in the middle, we've got our High Priestess. This is kind of almost what we were just talking about. This is about sort of working things out. Right now, even if your relationship is over for a very valid reason and you absolutely want this, it's still the death of something. It's the death of a relationship that you thought would be something that it's not. And it's still something you have to mourn. Even like I said, even if you're the one who asked for the divorce and you're the one who wants this to happen, it's still, you got to mourn the death of the relationship. And you also have to get yourself situated now. You have to find out your own identity now as a single person, as a single mother, as a career person. You got to work all this out. It might involve moving. It might involve, switching things up. I mean, there's a lot coming together. So this is really confirming what we were just talking about. But it's also giving me a real sense of happiness for you here and security, because that's what the High Priestess says. It says, no matter what, when there's mystery, it'll always work out. She's got the moon on her dress there, and she's like the queen of mystery. She's holding the mystery at her foot. She can handle the mystery. So that means to me that you can handle the unknown. Things are going to look different and you will be able to love again. But be careful here to pay attention to what you need to, and that's yourself. Get yourself settled. You've got the mysteries. There's nothing to be afraid of for the mysteries. You're going to have to get your things in order. Get yourself in order, meaning be your own best friend. Find out who you love because of why you love yourself. All these things are so important. I know they sound kind of cliche and they sound kind of like a movie, script, but it is very true. I've lived it. That's why I'm telling you, I've lived it. And it's hard, it's hard when you're wrapped up in the emotions to see things, Okay, we got another donation. We're really going over, people. So all of you that are sticking around, I appreciate it. I do stick around for donations. The show is an hour from 12 to 1, but we have been going over today quite a bit because we've gotten donations. So I'm so happy to be here and stay. But just so you guys know, that's what's going on. Got another donation from beautiful Jada. Oh, you're so welcome, SBMC. I wish you the best, and you are not alone. You are not alone. Okay, so let me see here. What is beautiful, Jada? Okay, love, interest, and everything isn't what it seems. Is this person more genuine in their feel? Ooh, almost fell over. Genuine in their feelings they show, or they aren't genuine? Okay, let's find out. We're going to use classic again. Don't know why. Just them. All right. Isn't what it seems. Is this person more genuine in their feelings they show, or are they not genuine? Okay. So are they not genuine, or are they just not showing you all of their feelings at this point? Okay. Okay. I get it. Takes me a minute sometimes. Takes me a minute sometimes. Okay. Okay. Hierophant again on the last spot. And I know that one wasn't your reading, but how weird is that? I shuffle, I select randomly. I just can't. Wow. Okay. So that's okay. Okay. We keep saying that one. All right. So, and is this just not what it seems, or is there just not relaying all of their feelings? The feelings are genuine and the feelings are good. I don't think that that's the issue at all. I believe there is more, and I do believe it is growing. So I think you hit it right on the head. I think there is more love than what they're showing. I think that maybe they're hiding this from you. That could be the smoke screen. The Empress, this is somebody who's really growing and nurturing things, bringing things to life. A relationship, right? Growing it, bringing it to life. Our Knight of Cups, that's somebody else who's like, again, the Don Juan. This is somebody like the insert favorite movie star here, romantic person. That's who that is. So that's really something that has to do with love. So I'm wondering if again the smoke screen in that previous reading is about somebody maybe not wanting you to know. I'm wondering, could it have to do with somebody? Are you helping somebody right now? Is somebody helping you? Are you working with somebody? Something going on like that? This is what this card typically means. The Six of Pentacles is all about helping, but it's also a card to remind you to be sincere. It's a card reminding you, ooh, I just said that, to be sincere with our smoke screens. I'm wondering, somebody maybe is not being sincere with their feelings. That literally came out of my mouth as I was saying it. Interesting. Okay. So there you go. I think that's it. Someone's not being sincere. Okay. So something that, or, like I said, it could be somebody you're helping, somebody helping you. It is Pentacles. So it could be a work situation where you kind of, a give and take, somebody you might not even thought of before. Maybe that's part of the smoke screen. I mean, if you never thought of them. So again, I think this is sort of, I don't want to say it's a secret crush, but I don't think you're aware of it because I think it's been kind of umbrellaed by the work or the help or the whatever it is you guys do together, because look what's coming here the next. It's the Hierophant. This is all about making things keeping everybody set, everybody's happy, the Hierophant. It's like a religious person who's got his flock here. He's got the members of his congregation, and they come to him when they're upset or how are things. They want guidance. They want reassurance. They want, support. So everything is coming together. I do think that there is some potential for this other person. I do think that it's somebody that you might not be seeing or they're maybe just not showing you. Maybe it's a friend situation or a coworker situation where you just haven't kind of revealed that to you. And that's the smoke, meaning the illusion. You know what I'm saying? But the Hierophant shows me that it all is going to come together. So that's your Tower moment. Wow, that's a good one, Jada. Woo. Okay. Well, that was an awesome one. That was a continuation. Okay, we've got another donation. And this one is from SB and SBMC. Sorry, I didn't say it right. Right. Thank you for helping me. SBMC says, okay, will Jay be okay? He used to be an alcoholic 16 years ago, and he has depression. He has medication for it. Will he be okay? This is the most scaring me if something will happen. I totally get it. I'm so sorry that you're having to do that, but also what a big heart you have to worry. Now, a lot of times too, though, we have to know when worrying and helping is not our job anymore. Meaning, are we enabling something to happen? Are we continuing to be codependent? I'm not saying at all that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that is sometimes, something to be concerned about. Sorry, I dropped a card. I had to bend over. Let's just find out. Let's find out. We'll keep Denise-isms to myself for a moment. All righty, let us see. Okay, so we've got some problems earlier. Will he be okay? It's very scary. He's got medication, but will this cause a problem? Love you. Bye. Bye, baby. That is my daughter and my grandson. They were trying to walk through quietly since I'm on the stream, but had to say goodbye. My grandson is 2.5. And he said, bye, Grandma. I was hoping for some kind of like cutesy name that he made up himself, but he just got Grandma. And that's okay, too. Okay. So, will he be okay? This is scaring you. And yes, I can see how this would be scaring you because I can understand that. But I do think that he's going to be okay. I do think that he's going to be okay. We've got our son here. Now, again, that's also at the end of the spread, right? So that's near the end. That's the happiness. Again, happy. I mean, how can you be any more happy than the sun, right? So this is the goal. I mean, the outcome. I do believe that will be happening. I think he's going to be okay. But in order to be okay, he has to have a different perspective on it. Has to look at it differently. What's he doing? Well, I think you're going to find that Jay is going to want to work on things. I think it's something that he believes will be achievable, and that everything will be okay. The Page of Pentacles is, again, a message about, working, manifestation, making things happen in a material sense. Like, it also signifies, though, like upcoming challenges, things like that. So the challenges, the work, the home, all of that, it's thinking that it's going to be okay. Like, we can do this. We can start anew. This is the Empress. This is about growing that seed that's here, growing it and turning it into everything being okay. We can grow this relationship again. He's got to see it from a different perspective. And once that different perspective is seen, then everything will be happy. So what is this? Why? Let's find out. We're going to pull the end game. Why? What is it that makes Jay see it from a different perspective? That's what we want to get to. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay. It's got a lot of emotions in there, too. There's a lot of emotions in there. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is, She is, well, she's the queen, first of all. She's supportive. She's empathetic. She's great friends, everybody loves her. She's just fantastic, right? But she's typically a little moody, somebody who is, feeling, up and down a lot. It doesn't like self-criticism, gets kind of sad quickly, angry quickly, that kind of emotional type of person. And I think here that what we're seeing, again, this is somebody who it stands for close relationships. And again, I'm really getting it that I think Jay's going to want to be working it back out. I think that that's what's going to happen. So I think he's going to have to just get that again. I mean, I think there's going to be a try. And I hate to even I don't want to keep bringing up my own situation, but I know that, when that kind of stuff happens, there's always the hope that you can try again. And people don't, they do believe it, but time heals so many things. But when you're dealing with somebody who has an alcohol or a drug problem, obviously that's a little more at stake. We're going to see what happened to we're going to look at what happened to our lead up. Why are we seeing emotions? What's going on? Is this SBMC or is this Jay? Who's moody? Who's upset? What's happening? Walk away. Okay. All right. Okay, honey, I'll tell you exactly what I think this means now. I definitely know what this means. Okay. I think you're right. I think Jay's going to want to come back. I think Jay's going to say there's easy ways to do this, to come back together. But I think what's happening is you're going to say no. You're going to say this is what we're doing or whatever you've said. I think that's going to be causing a lot of emotions. You are afraid to leave those emotions or walk away. I mean, while he is experiencing those emotions and it's keeping you stuck. It's going to keep you there. It's going to keep feeding him the wrong information because he's going to think, okay, great, we're going to build this. Okay, great, we're going to build this. When really all you're there for is because you feel sad. You don't want to hurt his feelings, right? You are upset yourself because you're upset. This is upsetting for you for your own reasons, but also because you don't want to hurt him. So it's obviously upsetting to all of you, both of you concerned. It's upsetting. But this is really telling me that you are really worried about making sure that he's okay. And what the cards are saying, what's going to make him change and be the sun and not have problems with the alcohol? You need to walk away. You got to leave. It's hard. It's almost like that same adage, like tough love. I mean, I don't mean tough love in a mean way, obviously, but when you love somebody, even when you don't want to be with this person, you obviously love them. You care about them. You have children together. You've spent a chunk of your life together. This is the person you had originally intended that things were going to work out. That's a hard enough thing as it is. And then you add something in there like people having issues like with alcohol or depression or a myriad of other things too. You add that to it and we always feel very responsible and we can help and we can inspire change, yes. But sometimes people just have to take a hold of their own things and do their own work. You see? This is what's going to keep you going back and forth. Your emotions about it. I feel bad. I don't know what to do. Did I hurt his feelings? Maybe I'll help him. Oh, maybe I want to be with him. Maybe I don't. It's all just a snarled mess of like bees nests and spider webs and everything's crazy. See? But what the tarot is suggesting you to do is walking away. That doesn't mean run and slam the door in his face and fight and say, I hate you. No, no, no. It means give him his little cup here. See, this is his cup of emotions. That's it. Give him his cup. Let him work his journey. Let him learn. By helping everybody and doing everybody's work for them, I have to remind myself of this all the time. By doing other people's work for them, meaning let me fix it, let me help it, let me bridge the gap, let me do that. That's kind of actually not nice of me at all. That's actually kind of terrible. I am not allowing them to learn, to have experiences, to walk their journey. I'm running up like, hi, do you need a ride? Hi, can I pick you up? Hi, you want to go on my back? See how ridiculous that is? I mean, obviously I don't know you, but this is so similar. This is so similar to my situation when I was married and remarried then, and 5 years not working. We've got a lot of things. that are very similar. Now, I didn't have the alcohol issues or anything like that, but I was a counselor for a while as well. So I do know how important that is, that you have a good support system. So my advice to you, this is just from Denise, not from the tarot, I would get some support systems in place so that when the emotions do come dumping on you, because he's going to come to you and because it's going to be sad, you have your items. Now, you might have support for him, like here's the number of your sponsor, or here's this person, your best friend, but you also need support for you. How do I deal with this? I mean, and how do I work through the emotions? Well, I hope that made sense, and I hope that's helpful. I do feel for you. I'm going to send you some positive energy, those, happy, feel-good thoughts. It does make a difference, and I am sending them to you. I am imagining you right now, and I'm sending those to you. This is the beginning of a new part of your journey, and it's very emotional, but you will get through it. You will be on the other side, and I did see a very happy, stable relationship coming for you in the future. You're going to do great. I know the tough questions are the hardest ones to kind of ask and to kind of work through. Okay, we've got one more from Jada. Oh, good. I'm so glad. And you're right. Everything happens for a reason, SBMC. Seriously, everything happens for a reason, even sometimes when we don't know what the reason is. You might be like, when something happens, we're like, well, how is that helpful? That's terrible. But later you find out, I mean, it's that old thing, like the guy who misses the plane and then he's mad that he missed the plane, but then the plane crashed. It's like he's mad that he missed the plane, but little did he know it was a good thing. That's a silly example, but okay. All righty, beautiful. Jada has the follow-up to her question. So let me get this here. I heard my phone buzz. It scared me. Perfect. Beautiful, Jada. To put the puzzle together is the smoking mirror guy named Khalil. We used to work at my old job. Oh, see, I thought that's what it was. All right, so let's find out. Let's see. Khalil, is this you? Have the card's been pointing to you? We're going to use, where is it? Here it is, Arcanum. All right. Is this guy, Khalil, do you have some secret feelings? Do you have some secret feelings for beautiful Jada? Okay. Alrighty. Khalil. Oh. Wow, look what I turned. The first card is the Lovers. So let's see what else we've got. Wow. I'm thinking yes. I think you're going to have a new opportunity to see Khalil as different. I think it's going to, the work persona, the friends, the platonic, like, hey, how you doing? What do you have for lunch person? I think that persona is now dead. I think the new persona is the true persona that's coming up, rising up through that, and that is the one of a romantic interest. We've got our Lovers. That's telling me that right there. They can't really say much more about the Lovers, can you? This is the death of the other persona, the death of the work persona, the relationship you currently had, the way you interact now as in terms of coworkers or friends or, a friendly, interaction. You don't need to do that anymore because now you know. That's what that's saying. And guess what it's doing? It's bringing a new opportunity to you. This is the Fool, the master of all new opportunities. This is the manifester. This is one that makes things happen, creates new things. Relationship. We've got our Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is saying, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get in. I'm excited. I am inspired. I want to make this happen. So, sorry, there's a glare there. So I think what this is saying, and now look at, they're looking in opposite directions. Do you see that? So what this is saying is the death of that old persona, the friends, that's no more. Bye. We don't need that. In fact, let's get it out of there. Now the new opportunity is to pursue the true persona. The smoke screen is gone. That's the new opportunity. This is telling me that it's going to be exciting, and you're going to want to be like, yeah, you guys are going to be excited about this. Things might be seeming to move quickly. This is the advice from the tarot. It's saying, make sure that you watch where you're going, keep all your eyes open, but that you should be ready to feel very free about this. You can probably look forward to this and enjoy it. Don't have to be second guessing yourself a lot. Again, always use your judgment. Always listen to your intuition, and don't ever not pay attention to things. Of course, that's not at all what it's saying, but it's saying you can kind of go forward freely, feeling free, fancy free, skipping through the daisies kind of thing, and keep on going. So I would say that the cards are looking like it most likely is. It most likely is. Ooh, that was a good one too. Assuming you like Khalil. If you do, it looks like that's exactly what's coming. Yeah. Yeah. All right, my friends, thank you for all of your donations, all of your questions. Here. Yeah. You talked to him a couple weeks ago. Maybe it's time to reach out. You're very welcome. We put our detective hats on together, didn't we? Well, thank you so much. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you all who stuck around. Thank you to the night reader who I know stayed over to help me manage the chat. And I want to thank you all for being here. Please, if you haven't already, hit subscribe before you check out today. And I will see you tomorrow at 12. Thanks again. I hope everything works out for you, SB, and also beautiful Jada. I hope everything goes well. Thank you so much for your donations. I've had fun.